Hello students, welcome to the class. I'm Yogita. Our subject is nutrition for nurses, and today we are going to discuss about one of the vitamin B complex, cobalamin. Now cobalamin is a water soluble vitamin. This is also known as vitamin B12. Now until 1926, people were completely unaware what's the reason for pernicious anemia. People were not known. Then what happened? Menot and Morphy, they discovered that if you feed the patient with around 0.3 kg of liver meat, then you can save the life of that patient. So until that, they were not knowing that cobalamin was a factor cobalamin was a vitamin which was essential for the individual. Because of that, the deficiency of that vitamin, they leads to pernicious anemia. Now they understood that we need to feed this particular food item. Now here a very important factor what you have to notice is animal source are the rich source for vitamin B12. Now here after 1962 Castell noted that there are two factors which influence for this cobalamin vitamin, that is extrinsic factor and intrinsic factor. The extrinsic factor means it is a food. What do you take? That particular food item has got this vitamin cobalamin. Now intrinsic factor is a gastric secretion, what you're doing, what happens in your stomach, that helps in absorption. Now when this absorption may not take place, then definitely you are not able to get this particular vitamin. So in case if it is not able to do that, we need to administer, because as how I said, it is one of the important source from where we are getting cobalamin is a animal source, animal food item. Definitely we have vegetarians, then we need to give a extra supplement of vitamins to them. Now, what's the daily requirement? Requirement is really very less. The adult require 1.0 mg per day. 1.0, pregnant women want 1.0 and lactating mothers want 1.5 mg per day, where the infants they want 0.2 to 1.0 mg per day. Okay, and the very rich source of vitamin B12, the rich source of vitamin vitamin B12 cobalamin is liver sheep, goat, meat, fish, egg, hen, duck. See, almost all the animal sources of food item. But in case some small quantity is a very fair source, I can't say it's a very good source, but it is a fair source that will get it because of whole milk powder, skimmed milk powder, cow milk and buffalo milk. Very less we are going to get because of that. Okay, now the absorption and storage of vitamin B12. The absorption is it happens in the stomach. Now when there is no gastric secretion, then this absorption may not take place. In that case, we need to inject so that the absorption may take place properly, so that we are giving the supplement of vitamin B12. Now when you supply excessively, that will not stored anywhere in the blood, but thing is that it is excreted out through the urine. It will be excreted out. Then the function of vitamin cobalamin, the function of vitamin cobalamin is it's very important for the normal growth and development of an individual. It helps in maintaining of normal blood formation. It involved in DNA synthesis. Also, it is essential, the coenzymes of cobalamin, it is essential to form the red blood cells. It helps in formation of red blood cells. Also, this cobalamin vitamin is essential to form the myelin sheath. You may remember when you studied this nervous system, it covered the nerve fiber. To form that sheath, this cobalamin vitamin is really important. So, this is the function of cobalamin. Then the deficiency disorder. As how I said, the deficiency of cobalamin vitamin, the deficiency of vitamin B12 leads to pernicious anemia. It's mainly because you are taking inadequate vitamin B12 in your food, or else whatever you are taken, it is not absorbed because of this intrinsic factor is lacking in your body. And most of the time, as how I said, its main source of cobalamin is in animal food origin. Those who are not eating, then they may really find it difficulty to get cobalamin. In that case, we are supplementing them in a form of treatment, multivitamin tablets. Okay. Now, in case if you're taking excessively, hypervitaminosis B12 can happen, toxicity of vitamin B12. That it leads to some skin problems, some skin lesions, rashes, and some kind of allergies. But it is very, very rare, because we want it in a very small quantity. That too from animal source we are getting. So very less chance of developing any kind of hypervitaminosis. So this is overall about vitamin B12, cobalamin. It is really a important vitamin, so that we will have a normal blood cells. It helps to produce the red blood cells, DNA synthesis, and also to cover the myelin sheath for nervous system. But very important, the deficiency disorder of cobalamin or vitamin B12 is pernicious anemia. Dear students, I hope you understood. Please keep watching so that you are able to learn this nutrition. I'll see you in the next class with a new concept. Thank you all.